All right, so first up we have our 115 grain USPSA certified 9mm. This specific one comes in the 50 round boxes. We also offer this in the 200 round bags. For this guy, we had this sent off and tested by USPSA specifically for competition use. So this has definitely been a big product that's been requested a lot. After we got the 124 certified, a lot of people came up asking for these ones, so we sent them off and got them sent out for certification. The first product that we ever got USPSA certified was our 124 grain 200 round bags. And due to popular demand, we brought them into the 50 round boxes. So this is the same product as the 200 round bags are gonna be, just in a little smaller quantity. And then last but not least, as far as the boxes go, we have the 147 grain USPSA certified 50 round boxes. This was the second product that we got certified right after all of our 124 grains. So this is one that is probably our second best seller behind that. Only 115s to 124s, I don't notice a huge difference, but 124s to 147s, I notice a lot. All right, and then next up is gonna be our 115 grain go bags, which is a product that we've had longer than I've been here. So same great product, coming in at 1,150 feet per second, which gives you an ultimate power factor of 132. And this is definitely one of our more popular products just because we have the nice new bags with their own little carry handle on them. This is the product that we first started with as far as USPSA certs, and that would be our 124 grain go bags. This guy comes in at 1,080 feet per second with a power factor of 133. So it is definitely by far one of our more popular products, especially for the convenience and having 200 rounds ready for a range day. Next up, we're gonna have our 147 grain USPSA certified ammo. This comes in at 920 feet per second with a power factor of 135. This is also one of our more popular products. After we got the 124 certified, this was the next one up, and people were really honest about getting that, so glad to have that as an offer. Next up, we have the 5.56 and 55 grain. These guys come around 3,165 feet per second with a total energy of 1,224 foot-pounds. So currently we do offer these guys in 20 and 50 round boxes. Next up, we're going to have our 223s, and we currently offer this in 62 grain and 55 grain. Right here displayed, we have the 50 round boxes, and we do also offer them in 20s. Next up, we have the 223 55 grain VMAX right here. So this has definitely been very popular for us, especially with like coyote hunters and all that. So got this little red tip right here to distinguish between any of our other ammunition. That currently sits at around 3,095 feet per second with a total energy of 1,170 foot-pounds. So next up, we have our 223 77 grain Bowtail hollow points. These come in at an average velocity of 2,750 feet per second. This is a personal favorite of mine that I was really excited when we started making these. They become more and more popular, especially through precision gas gun type competitions and all that. They're also great for hunting small game. So next up that we have is going to be our 55 grain 5.56 go bag. So 100 rounds conveniently packed in its own little bag with a handle. So super popular for us. Coming in at around an average velocity of 3,200 feet per second. And this is definitely a personal favorite for mine, so that way you're not digging in too much to the wallet on a range day. Our 62 grain 223 go bags. So currently we don't have any plans to make this in the future, but right now we do have a couple of them still available. They come in at an average of 2,950 feet per second. And this is also old packaging, but is the same 100 rounds that we offer in all of our other ones. Something that we're very excited about is gonna be our training line. So we have 9mm 115 grain and a true 5.56 55 grain offering available. So our 9mm comes in with a velocity of 1,148 feet per second, which gives us about 337 foot-pounds of energy. And then our 5.56 comes in at 3,165 feet per second and gives us 1,224 foot-pounds of energy. So this has definitely been a long time in the making. We finally have it up on the website and available. Well, this is the first thing that we have to offer from our new revolver line, and we are very excited to be able to share it with you guys. It'll be the 38 Special. So we offer this currently in 125 grain flat points, as well as the ones that we just got off the machine, which is going to be the 125 grain jacketed hollow points. Alrighty, so next up in our revolver line is going to be our 44 Magnum. So this is one that we're all very excited about. For these guys right here, they're gonna be offered in 240 grain flat points, which are these guys right here, and then also 240 grain jacketed hollow points. This is gonna be our second offering into our new revolver line. So next up in our revolver lineup is going to be all of our 44 offerings. So for starters, we have our 44 Special right here, which is going to be a 200 grain projectile. And next after that is going to be our 44 Magnum, which is going to be a 240 grain projectile. And then finally after that is going to be our 44 Magnum hollow points, and those are going to be 240 grains as well. So next up that we have in our offering is going to be our 45 ACPs. With these guys right here, we offer them in 230 grain jacketed hollow points, as well as 230 grain FMJ. 10 mil, this is going to come in hollow points as well as flat points. Our hollow points are going to be 180 grains, and those are coming in at a velocity of 1,154 feet per second and 532 foot-pounds of energy. Then as well as we have 50 round 180 grain flat points, and those are coming in at 1,077 feet per second and 464 foot-pounds of energy. Next up is our 45 Colt, which is arguably probably the one revolver product that I'm the most excited for. So these are going to come in our 250 grain flat points right here, as well as 250 grain jacketed hollow points. So both 250 keeps it easy. Next up is going to be our 300 blackout offerings. For starters right here, these guys are going to be our 220 grain Spire points. These are subsonic load. So we are coming in at 1,060 feet per second with a total energy of 549 foot-pounds. Then keeping track on this guy right here, this is going to be a supersonic load, and this is going to be 1,790 feet per second and coming in at 1,046 foot-pounds. Any of this stuff interests you, go ahead to scorpionammo.com and we can go ahead and get you set up.